We are back with Hunters of Ulvurn, the Gestalt 5e experience in my own world. That we haven't got to explore much with it because we've kind of been just. I've been trying to poke the fires a little bit, see how it actually ran. Uh, Last week we went to Clear to the Shade Dynasty, which is at the top left corner of the map, and to find and rescue a girl where the players yet again found some sort of abomination that at first they believed was a demon, but or fiend spawn, but it was not. It was aboriginal. Uh I was unable to come up with had time to come up with essentially like five more different quests that they could pick from, so I just let them pick from something that was old, and they chose one that was for Fool's Hope in Wolf Rock Empire. Where there is a mining town that's been having some issue with some disappearances, and later on finding the heads of the missing people later on in the mines, where they typically are working. Uh, at the moment, Gref had walked off to do his own thing because he could not handle the situation of it turning into a girl. Apparently, that's what I'm blaming it on, not just me rolling terribly for him. Uh, there will actually not be a. I'll just say now there won't be a guest NPC this week. So I imagine you guys probably want to go back through the teleporter to save some time.
Um, there are two things I'd like to purchase while I'm here.
What would you like to purchase?
First thing, I need a new jacket.
New jacket?
Yeah, I never got my other jacket back from the missing girl.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'm going to buy a great sword from here.
O-
Their version of a great sword.
Okay.
Okay, cool. That's all I wanted.
Okay. It's just to me. It's just a not a katana. It's a. I don't want to. I want to somehow some reason say it's a naginata, but it's not that either. I can't think
Yeah,
of the.
yeah, I can't think of it right now, but it's fine.
It's essentially a katana with a little bit longer, but the handle is also about like a
So,
third of the size of it.
so I came here. I brought everything close to the katana, but not a katana. That's great.
You yes, you pretty much bought everything around it, aside from a Tonto.
Yeah, I didn't buy a tanto. I didn't buy the spear with the blade,
Yeah.
which is fine. I was like, yeah, I kind of need to go get me a great sword at some point, but I'd rather do it on stream at a location just to show that, like, I let that kid keep my jacket. I give me another jacket, it's fine.
Is there anything that you want to do in Tavern Rock before you transitioned over to Wolf Rock?
Um, Unless we're gonna do another like after mission, go out and do bardic performance, mighty fights, or gambling. I have nothing else.
You can if you want. That's why I'm asking. If you want to go out and fight and get beat up before you go, that'd be.
It'll be fine ish. I can heal 15 5 times 3, 15 points of healing now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh yeah, we leveled up too.
Yes, we do that.
Yep. The crowd have not known because I remember you gave us the points off screen. Maybe I don't know.
I thought I did it on screen, but I could be.
I don't remember.
I
I
could be
know it
wrong.
was,
I know last time I did because I had to figure it out myself.
yeah, it's fine.
Atomic Cotton. I think you muted Atomic.
God damn it, I was. No, there's nothing. I mean, I would have probably taken some time to bond myself with my weapons. That's pretty much about it. I don't really need anything else from this area. Weapons aren't really my style.
You got the Eldritch Knight deal.
Yeah. So I've bonded my battle axe and my glaive to my person.
Does
That's
remind
nice.
me. I need to update the overlay at some point. I need to redo it. I need to get the map one in and then just the cast one. Right now the overlay is wrong, which is fine.
Yes.
Just for an episode.
And it still says fighter wizard. That's pretty much what I am. Eldritch Knight and wizard. So still fighter wizard.
Yep. Cotton? Anything you want to do in Tavern Rock before heading over to
Not if we didn't take any downtime.
What is it?
Not if we didn't take any downtime.
Okay. No one wants to take some light downtime?
Yeah. I probably don't want to just because people are hitting on spikes and that's a mission that's still up. So going over there to figure out who's cutting people's heads off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess I'll tell the crowd wow. What I decided to take as my two subclasses. I decided to go Vengeance Paladin and Gloomstalker. AKA I became Batman now.
Yeah. Gonna get that first round alpha damage.
And it's basically like you're edgy as hell, and I go dance in the dark shenanigans. So it's like I'm Batman.
Should have been a drow. Half drow.
I went with what else? Because I was like,
the half drow thing's been a lot very overdone.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But if he's going for the whole Batman edgy thing, I mean, come on, you gotta go.
Well,
I mean, the proper one would have been going with the what is it? It's literally the elves from the Shadowfell. I can't remember their names.
Oh yeah.
It's fine. I'm a wood elf, so you know I do vengeance in the woods, in the wilderness. Plus, I wasn't sure what I was going to pick anyway because the gestalts are like so many choices I have to worry about and make sure I know all my abilities.
Honestly, I didn't even know you were an elf. I thought you were a human.
He's a half.
Yeah, I'm half elf.
Okay, yeah, okay.
He's a half blood.
Okay. Filthy half breed. You can't talk shit about the tiefling.
Have I?
You gave me a look.
Well, I gave you a look because you're a wizard.
My green fire.
I don't trust those arcanes over there.
I didn't judge you for being a tiefling.
She knows what's up.
I just know the last tiefling I knew got tortured in the church.
Mm.
And what I mean by torture, they got a stern talking to, which is torture to me.
Stern talking to.
For hours.
Stern talking to was my parent because I grew up in the South. That was my parents. Stern talking to was their code word for an ass whooping.
Yeah, I had old parents. I was living with my grandparents, so it was a stern talking. It was like, I'm like
Southern Baptist parents.
I'm like, yeah, there you go. Stick guys gets it.
You ever had your ass whooped inside a Walmart?
Walmart, church, and then when I told my grandma that day, it's like, Grandma, I'll behave at church. You don't have to take the spoon. So I just sat at church and did nothing.
I've had my ass whooped inside a Home Depot.
Not inside a Home Depot, no.
Yeah.
But my parents are the kind of parents they wait till you get home. So you have to like have that pit in your stomach, like, all the way drive home. It's so quiet. You try to dash to your room, try to go to the bathroom. It's like, I gotta go take a bath. Bye.
My favorite was my mother said, she said, I'm going to whoop your ass if you get into a fight, and I'm going to whoop your ass if you ever run away from one. So it's like, well, I'm already getting an ass whooping. Might as well just go all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents were don't lose.
My dad was, you should never start fights, but always finish them.
Oh yeah, that was my mother.
There
She's
you
like,
go.
you better never run from something. Like if and I did in school. It's like, well, I'm already in trouble. Like, it's not going to get any worse. So I never ran from fights. I just went all in.
Like a madman.
Pretty much. I mean, I got into a fight in middle school. I think like a dude, this kid. I was just like, I guess he tried to just pick on everybody, bully him or whatever. And I was a new kid to school. I just moved back to Alabama from Memphis, and he goes and he pulls his chair out from under me, and I push him back, and he's just like, okay, he goes away, whatever. So I sit back down in the chair, and he punches me in the back of the head, and then tries to run away. I stand up, I take that chair, and I just like WWE style, just smack him over the back. It's one of those metal folding chairs over the back of his head with the chair. Like, fuck that. You can fight fair or you can fight to win. Like,
yeah, fuck that guy.
I'd fight people 2 and 3 times my size just because I don't care. Like, you never fight fair. Never fight fair. If you fight fair, you're going to lose. If you're in a boxing match, that's one thing. Okay, whatever. If it's like a street fight or something, use whatever you got available. So,
Life.
yeah.
But anyway, I guess we're taking the teleporter to the.
Yeah, that tangent's over.
I guess we eat the bread.
Complimentary bread.
I think about eating street meat, and I'm like,
I want salmonella twice in one day.
Yeah. My character don't know I'm immune to salmonella yet, but it's fine.
You're immune to a disease, right? But I mean, is salmonella a disease? Or is it just like?
Well, technically, any disease that causes affliction upon the body. That's why pneumonia is technically
Salmonella's an infection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like technically, a lot of people like you get pneumonia. It's like technically it's just condition. Usually, you get it from something else. Could be viral, could be bacteria.
In before
pneumonia is also an infection.
Puts hypothermia and shit in the game. Somebody's done rules for it.
I mean, the dungeon master manual kind of has rough rules for it.
I mean, it has some stuff for extreme weather, but I mean, people have done supplements to add like proper stuff in for it.
It's not difficult to. Essentially, it's
just it's more than just messing around with all the exhaustion conditions.
Just remember, if you have salmonella, you start singing in jazz.
Right.
Nobody.
I have no idea, man.
Salmonella.
Right over my head.
Remember that? This is an old cartoon. What was it? The priest turns to a kid next door. It was like Jim and Chimp, and salmonella fell on him, and he just turns into a black woman and just started singing in jazz. It's like one of the weirdest thing ever. Kids, don't let your monkey run around a evil scientist lab. You might catch salmonella. Chris Jarrett's. Or Fritz Jarrett's.
All right, let's get back kind of on track here. So I'll explain this process again of the using the teleporter because it's very haphazard in its own right. So essentially, to use this teleporter, you essentially forego whatever is in your stomach, and hopefully you have something in your stomach, or else something else bad will happen. No one knows what the bad thing that would happen is yet, because no one else was tempted to try that.
Wait a minute. Question. So they already knew to eat the bread, or something bad happened, they just don't talk about it anymore, kind of thing?
Not inclined to tell.
Oh, well then.
Essentially, they were told to make sure no one goes in through there with an empty stomach, or else something bad would happen. They didn't take that for granted.
They turn into they come out inside out. Mm-hmm.
No.
Or it could be Full Metal Alchemist. You just lose your full insides.
Not that either.
It's full of cotton candy.
You wish.
I will find out one day, but today is not that day.
you don't want to find out.
Oh, that's when I want to retire my character.
Now is not the time for science.
Yep. I actually like this character. I roll well in the stats.
Yeah. Be a great way to go. All right.
Would it be? But still.
Yeah. I think so. Of course, I might be biased. All right, so you take the teleporter clear, essentially from the Shade Dynasty to Tavern Rock, and then over to Assault. Sometime after you be able to recover from the first teleport to the second. Then after that, you make it to Assault, the capital of Wolfrock Empire, and then kind of make your way over to Arnfoss, which again you see a whole lot of scenery of mountains with tree covered mountains along your way, and then some people and carriages pass you by here and there. Other travelers, etc., etc. About a couple days later, you finally make it to Farnfoss, which is typically what you see in a mining town. Just mostly a bunch of set up shacks, relatively close to each other. People kind of clumped together, and then just like, several different entrances to the mine. There then the main, kind of like the main office hut for the mine itself is fairly close to one of the main entrances to the mine, like the biggest one. Essentially big enough to fit a large sized creature like an ogre through.
Mm.
So you're looking about 10 to 15 feet high and 10 to 15 feet wide.
They put the Goliaths to shame.
Well, Goliaths are just only half giant.
Yeah.
Descent-ish. Sure, Organ technically, but I don't know, depending on the lore.
If you get closer to when you get closer to the mine entrances, they have essentially posted up in signs saying "Mine closed, do not enter," yada yada yada. And a lot of workers are just standing out at the edge of the mines, wanting to get back to work because this is their livelihood, and it's temporarily being stopped. Can't make money.
Yeah, for sure.
Making money.
I mean, it's odd that they're standing around rather than trying to do something else.
It's that situation if there's not much else to do in this town.
Yeah, I guess.
And they don't want to quite give up and pack things to go somewhere else.
Which is fair.
This town is mainly an export of mainly iron, then there's some silver and some gold metals coming from this mine.
Okay. Is there a like a overseer's office or something?
It would be the main office I told you about. That's
okay.
Close to the main entrance.
Yeah, we'll head that way then, or at least I will.
I follow my traveling companion.
When you enter inside, it's typically what you see from a regular office hut sort of situation. There's a couple of desks, papers strung about. One section is the done forms, the other section is the needs to be done. Over what seems to be a main desk, because it looks Like it's made out of some decent wood, crafted fairly well. You see a dwarven man, oddly enough, with a cut beard
Hmm.
and cut hair.
I know that struggle.
Yeah.
Cut mine too short.
I have little hair, so if I trim it up too wrong, it's like showing like a gap.
Yeah.
It's like, well, just gonna suck this up for 2 days. That's fine. 2 days later, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. So short hair on top, short beard, which is very odd to see in a dwarf, and a well pressed suit. Yeah, he's in the middle of shuffling some papers where he looks up to. He's like, "Hey, how can I help you lot? Not here to complain about not opening the mines, are you?"
No, quite the opposite. We saw you had a problem with people being taken. Something in the mines, perhaps. Something dangerous.
Yes, yes. That you here for that problem?
Indeed. I'll like usher everybody else in if they're not in yet, I guess.
We're here to help you with that problem.
Ah, excellent, excellent. What can I help you with? I can. Only thing I can really tell you is that when it generally happens, a person's missing, goes missing one day, then a couple days later, they find his head right around the spot where they typically are. Typical post.
Hmm. I'll like approach him. And be like, do you happen to have a layout of the mine, perhaps? A rough, any rough? I mean, I'm assuming they have. You don't just randomly mine, right? You mine
Yeah.
in.
He goes over to like a basket where they have just a big long rolls of paper essentially, and he picks out one
Yeah.
and it's like, oh yes, here you go. This has the general layout of the mine. It's may not be 100% exact, but it will do you good.
It's better than nothing. I don't like going into places blind.
What are some mines? You were going in relatively blind in the first place. But...
I just look at him and blink my piercing yellow eyes. I think it'll be okay.
Right. Used to
But
working with humans. All can it see.
yes. Humans can be interesting working companions for sure. How long have you been having problem with this thing in the mines? Keep on saying
I'd say it about a couple of weeks now.
couple of weeks. Is it people
Hey.
tend to disappear on the regular? Is it just seemingly random? Like what is
I mean, the first part in time it was very random, and then the second, it was not really the same area, but quite adjacent to it. And he kind of points to the map where the first one was, and the second one, which would roughly make it probably about 20, 30 feet apart from it.
okay?
And then the last guy who went missing is cut over here, and that one's probably about 100 feet away.
Okay, so it definitely has. Does it appear like it has definitely like a preferred hunting ground, as it were? I mean, obviously it's in a mine. But...
It's definitely at closer to the edges of it where it dead ends.
Okay. So at least has some type of animal instinct. It's not just
Sporadic.
killing and dropping. It's like ants will shit on the opposite side of where their food is stored. It's if it's storing bodies or leaving bodies at the edge of the thing, it's trying to maybe not necessarily hide them, but it's just there's some type of instinct there that's compelling it to do that. I think just out of character, but we'll see. I guess. Well, I mean, other than having a rough layout of the map and knowing kind of what's happening, I mean, there's nothing to it but to do it, I guess.
Is anybody missing currently?
No. The third guy who went missing, we found his head shortly after.
Must resist bad head puns. Well, shall we get done with it then?
Oh, of course, the sooner the better. The better it is. The means that I can open the. Ooh, man. The sooner you get it done, the faster I can open up the mines again and make some money.
Yes, I know it's operating cost, keeping it close costs money. I understand the complications. So it sounds like we should get the move on. Better for us, better for you. Get this problem taken care of.
Indeed.
Shall we? And I just like gesture towards the door for the other two.
We shall indeed.
Now, I know I've got dark vision, which dark vision is not the best thing in the world. I've got it. I assume the half elf has it.
I've got it.
Okay, so everybody's got dark vision. Okay. I don't know why I couldn't remember species. Anyway, all right. It's been one of those days.
We're a ragtag group of individuals.
Well, we don't have any basic bitch humans, so it's fine.
Yeah. People say humans broken, but they forget dark vision is a bitch to have.
I mean, the thing is very rarely do people actually use dark vision correctly because it's
and low light.
It's still disadvantage on perception, so it's not the the be all, but it is better than nothing. So,
yeah, and they don't use low light vision correctly too.
Bingo. All right. So, is there anything we need to do before we roll in here?
I don't know. Is there anything you're wanting to do? Want to go in with reckless abandon?
I love reckless abandon. It's best. Violence of action. Hit fast, hit hard.
Well, that and anybody who ever goes near it seems to get their head chopped off. So,
yeah, I think we should just get in there and take care of it.
yeah.
Okay.
So, are we on roll 20 or are we going on to?
We are on roll 20.
Okay, just making sure. I saw you on desktop for like a hot minute. I was like, oh boy, are we going to tabletop simulator?
No, not for a little while.
I mean, there's also 3 games that he's in that take advantage of tabletop simulator. So
yeah,
just
I assumed you were doing Warhammer shit.
Mixture of about everything.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and start heading in towards this cave, I guess, unless anybody has any objection.
I am game.
All right. You start heading in through. Do any of you just stay with low light vision, just with that, or you attempt to light a torch or something?
I'm gonna laugh if I didn't take light, which I don't think I did actually.
Like I have a torch, so I'm not gonna use it.
I mean,
Does somebody have a weapon out?
I can like instantaneously.
No, I'm just. Do you have a weapon?
Yes. I also have a shield.
I'll reach over and cast light on your shield.
Okay. Yes, I guess I'm leading the way then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have basic torches too, but
put the blinding light on the shield that he has to use to hide behind.
Well, you put the light on the front of the shield, and then where you keep the shield up, so the light is out, but it's not hitting you right in the face.
Yeah,
right?
because it's hitting them in the face.
Correct. That's why you put a light on your handgun, so you can blind them, but not you.
You know what? It keeps the ultra high because you usually have to do like that.
No, it's mounted on the gun.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, use the Picatinny rail that you typically.
Bingo.
So now you don't have to do this anymore. Now you just have a hand to steady it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm headed in first. So yeah, we're headed in if we have a sweet map transition.
Yeah. You start heading in, and then you try. Who's navigating actually?
I believe I'm in front because I have the shield, and then I don't know if anybody else looked at the map or whatever, the rough layout.
Okay, I'll take a look at it. It's like I can memorize these things or something.
Yeah.
Well, as you're going through it, you can kind of tell that as far as the map to mine ratio goes, it's not exactly 1-to-1.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I understand how mines work. You know, it's like, okay, we would like to do this, but if you find a vein of this, you're going to follow it. So,
And
like,
it's
in general, you'd want to, like, you would at least want to make it so that you've got, like, oh, let's intentionally leave a big ass support column so that it
Yeah.
doesn't collapse on us.
the other issue is if there's like solid rock, it's very difficult to cut through that. So you typically have to
Yeah.
go around.
It's just if it's you don't need to get through it, then what's the point of dulling your tools and stuff? So yeah.
As you're going through, you eventually start hearing some voices inside. As you get a bit closer, you can kind of hear it a bit better. Two very high pitched, very grainy voices, like, we found the place. We can get some gold here, shiny gold. And you just kind of hear just a smack echo through. It's just you.
Oh, lovely.
Keep it together. Need the gold. Gold.
Can I determine about how far away this voice is? Like how far is it carrying down the?
Make a perception.
I will do that. Fuck me.
Yeah, there's just too much echo through the mine to be able to.
Okay. Yeah, I guess just keep going. I mean, obviously we know something's there. We just don't know where.
Yeah.
Yep.
And as you get closer, you just hear more badgering and arguing throughout. Like, and you pretty much get to where you're about 10, 15 feet away from them. Still like smack each other around.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh no, others found us. It's like, shh, don't tell them about the gold, you fool. And just another smack to the other goblin.
So we can definitely tell they're goblins at this point.
Like one is just like, you leave. This is our quarry. We found the gold first.
So are they speaking common? Are they
Yes.
speaking? Okay.
That's neat.
I'll make you a deal. Get out of here and I don't kill you now.
That's a very good deal. I'll take it if I were you.
Roll an intimidation.
Ooh, can I aim? Do I have intimidation? Oh, I do.
Could I roll intimidation with intelligence if, as I say it, I cause my eyes to flame a bit with thaumaturgy, that I can cast at will? That's part of my intimidation.
Sure, but I won't give you the advantage for the age.
That's fine. So, let's see, what's my, okay. Fucking Christ, come on. These rolls today. This is going to be the day. It's going to be the day. Yeah, well.
I was like, there's more gold here that we know what to do with, so I think we might stay. But you can go. That'd be nice.
How far away are they from us?
10, 15 feet.
I kind of squint my eyes at them. What do goblins do with gold?
What do you do with gold?
Does anybody have anything special they want to say to these things?
Oh, I buy stuff like this. I show an arrow.
Oh, yeah. See, we could buy that too. Or
no, you can't.
More stuff. Wait a minute.
Did you have anything to do with the miners that went missing here?
Miners? What miners? Oh, them guys are just standing outside with doing nothing. Me and Squawk over here, we went inside, look for the good stuff.
All right, insight these guys.
Sure.
What's with?
You hurt the guy standing outside?
These rolls.
No. We just snuck in here one night and just went through. No one was guarding it. No one was inside, so we just went in.
Something in here is ripping off people's heads.
What?
I highly doubt it's these weak, pathetic goblins.
I'm warning the goblins.
Yeah. Yeah, they're totally something ripping off. Why do you think no one's here? Because people got their heads chopped off or ripped.
That's why they left the gold here and abandoned it, so that they could keep their heads.
Don't you want to keep your heads?
Someone give me a persuasion.
I'll do
I
it.
I ate it.
Yeah, I can't persuade shit, apparently.
Oh,
Hey, it's not just me.
Wow.
Yeah. It's gonna be one of those nights. It's gonna be a Sid night, is what it's gonna be.
I said.
Me and Squawk have been here for quite a while, and we still have our heads, right?
That's when one turns to the other one. The other goblins missing his head. That'd be hilarious.
I know if there's so much gold in here, I'm surprised you two are working together and one is not trying to take it all for himself. Think of how much gold you could have.
Oh, we'll backstab each other later, probably. It's no big deal. Squawk just turns to look at us like, what? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you about it later.
He's gonna cast knife. Oh god. So we can either try and just go past him, or we just murder the shit out of him.
Do goblins have rights in these lands?
Do they count as people? Are they legal citizens? Or are they considered monsters?
Actually, yes. They are legal citizens. In Baldur's Kingdom especially, they are encampments of hobgoblins, goblins, and yada yada yada.
Is this mine on a property that respects castle doctrine?
Probably.
It's within Wolf Rock Empire, so yes.
Alright.
Look, guys, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but you gotta go. You're trespassing.
Squatters' rights?
I'll give you a gold to leave.
Gold?
You take that, or I will give you an axe and cause your head to leave your shoulders.
I think in this instance, Squawk, the one he's been talking about, suddenly immediately just sinks into a hole. And the one you've been talking to is like, what?
See, I warned you.
Fuck! And the other one
Can I
just
go?
jumps in the hole.
Okay. Can we go look at the hole?
As you go to look at it, you start hearing a very loud scream of pain, followed by another one.
I warned him.
We've got to go help him.
Yeah.
You would not be able to fit through the hole.
Well, I think they're dead. I guess I have to go avenge them. Maybe.
Are
I
you
don't know.
guys able to see the map?
Oh, I can see the map.
Oh,
Yeah, we
okay.
can see the tunnel and then the 2 goblin tokens.
I will have to fix that because apparently someone can't move their token. You probably can't move your token. So
Okay, we might have to drag them over ourselves.
I will have to fix this. And that. That. And
Yeah, it's working now.
there we go. Y'all should be able to control your tokens.
We
36 HP though. Okay.
Yeah, you just suddenly see. Actually, someone give me a perception. Actually, you all can make a perception.
okay. Actually, I'm writing.
Oh, finally.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to.
These are
adjust
good
my
rolls.
token.
Rolls.
Back to my character sheet. Make sure I'm not rolling doubles. Okay, just one.
I guess it kind of makes sense. I do have light cast on my shield.
Yeah, you all, as you saw Squawk getting pulled in, You saw like this very long purplish talon that stuck into the back of him real fast and then pulled him into the hole.
Could I? Well, does it look anything? Does the talon or the hand or whatever? Does it look anything like the skulkers that we fought previously?
No.
Okay.
I do a detect palinescence for the.
Did
Let me look at
detect good
all.
and evil?
Yeah, basically, I is it a? Do I sense within 30 feet a celestial, fiend, or undead?
You do not.
Oh, my bat sense tell me it's not a, or should I say, my divine sense tell me it's not a undead
might I do
or
an might I do an Arcana check to see if I recognize anything
Sure.
that might be like that? 25.
Now you're rolling good. You had to get those
Yeah.
bad ones out of the way.
Yeah. Right.
You know something that's similar that of description that's to this. Not so much very common in this area, but it has been known to occasionally. They're
Might
called.
have read it in a book at the
Yeah.
at a fort. Or
They are
something.
known as Kruthiks.
Kruthiks. Could you
Yeah,
type that out in chat, please?
Kruthik.
Okay.
Kruthik.
Kruthic.
Essentially, they are little monstrosity type creatures that typically stay in hives.
Okay.
Four limb creatures that have actually no, they have 6 limbs. 6-limbed creatures that have scythe-like appendages that they also use for burrowing through the ground relatively easily.
Oh, great. I think I might have an idea what that thing was. I've only read about it. I've never fought one. They called the Kruthic. They're little, like, peck creatures that have very sharp claws, mini arms. So we might be looking at some with more than one. I can't be sure till I get a better look, but there are not too many things that have arms like that. At least not here.
Yes.
Who would have thought that monster hunting background is going to come in handy?
Do you want to keep going ahead or?
Yeah, I mean,
we can't reach it. We can't fit in the hole that.
Well, yeah. I mean, plus it would
there...
be insane to try and fight in a tunnel. I mean, this isn't Vietnam.
You could squeeze through, but you wouldn't be do well in fighting.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
You'd be fighting on its turf.
Yeah.
Not stuck in a hole with you. It's you're stuck in a hole with me.
With that. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
Well, time to slowly move to the. I'm guessing they got pulled to this side.
Tell us the goblins are still alive down there.
We're about to find out.
I would say, I mean, unless we hear them, I mean, because we heard the scream of bloody murder, right? I mean,
yeah.
If we didn't hear anything else, I mean, you can assume the what has happened.
Are y'all moving ahead?
Yeah, well, I guess I'll be in the front because I've got the lit up shield.
Yep. I guess follow up the back since I'm the range specialist.
Tell you what, Pondo, I ran a one-shot Friday and I set dynamic lighting up on the map, and I have ruined my Friday night party now because they want dynamic lighting on everything.
I've attempted to use it, and it's
really like once you get the hang of it, it really was. Didn't take me like. It takes just as much time as actually it takes less time than the removing the squares and all that stuff.
The problem with I have is it has a lot of performance issues.
Honestly, I found as long as you make it so that you do not toggle can see all light, so each browser is not trying to do the light stuff for all, like say 5 party members. It's just the one. It's not nearly as bad. That's the trick I found.
That might
I-
be. It might be just be bad for me then, because it would
Yeah.
be seeing all for me automatically.
Like, it's
I
fine.
didn't have many problems, but it's a lot better than it used to be, at least.
Yeah, like I remember first version of it was jinky sometimes, but when it worked, it was amazing for campaigns, especially when the GM moved like a token past your token. You're like, what the hell just moved by my thing? I didn't get a good look at that.
Yeah, we do that. I love too that I know exactly the pack that this tunnel came from because I've used it before for dungeon paint.
Actually, no, it's one I made.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Well, I mean the.
Oh, you know the designs, yes.
Yeah. The pieces. That's what I meant. Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna keep going. I mean, I'm moving at a good walking pace, shield up. I'm not like blitzing ahead, but if we come across something, just shout, I guess. I mean, I'm not.
Stop right there.
Leapfrog. Stop right there. Will do.
Mm-hmm.
As you step over there, suddenly the ground starts crumbling underneath you as
Okay.
multiple of these bug-like creatures are like that one. That's a problem. Oh wait, I know why. Essentially pop up right by you. The ones that look paler are essentially small ones, kind of like little baby ones. And then the one that's not pale is medium size, so roughly about your size.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about 6. I think I'm like 6'2".
Yeah.
So.
5'8".
All right.
Or 5'10". Take average. Well, I guess I'm married height be 5'10".
I just always use my height. I'm like 6'1".
If you would all I'd like you to roll initiative.
I believe because you asked so nicely, I can roll initiative.
Thank you.
18. Nice. Oh, did it not?
Might have to.
Oh, there it goes.
It's
no,
on.
it went. It just didn't. It gave me. It spit out the error for me for some reason. I don't know why. Even though it went through.
I didn't quite open up the thing yet.
Might have been it. Okay.
Yeah, I roll twice. 1, 2. Take 16.
Yeah, I have that back on my barbarian on Wednesday for New Game Plus now. I'm like, oh, I missed advantage on initiative. It's so good.
It's neat. Also,
It's
I get to add my wisdom, which is a 0.
Nice. Yeah, I get to add my intelligence, which is pretty good.
I will look for a headband of wisdom maybe in the future, hopefully, if the GM's gracious.
Well, really, you only need it for your ranger spells, right?
Well, not a lot of them have DCs. It's usually buffs or like quality of life stuff.
Yeah.
Or stuff that you add damage to your something else.
Yeah, no, I got you. Let's see.
All right, since I rolled terribly for them for initiative, everybody gets to go before them.
Hey, nice.
Sweet.
Let's see.
I unfortunately rolled low, so you're not going fast.
Yeah.
If you have any AoE spells, now would probably be the time to use
Yeah, I'm literally looking. I'm like, what do I got? I don't have any of the good ones yet.
I bet you can even guess what I'm going to cast.
I'm going to assume it's either Fairy Fire or Shatter.
Fairy Fire.
Yeah. Let's see.
I was thinking Thunderclap or whatever.
I have.
I can't because he's standing in my way.
I have Thunderwave, but the problem is Thunderwave is it's around you. It's everybody.
Yeah.
Thunderclap is the directional one.
Okay, I have Thunderwave.
But I couldn't cast it because you're standing in front of me.
I mean, I can shield.
Yeah, you can angle it right.
Well, no, shield it. No, it wouldn't matter.
He's also a
It'd have to be
fighter,
safe.
so he can soak it up pretty decently.
Yeah, I've got 36 HP.
Just because you could take it doesn't mean I want to do it.
That sounds like someone hasn't tried it.
I've literally done that before. I've grappled an enemy and held them in place, and then had a druid use a lightning bolt on us. I'm like, just
Call
do it.
lightning is my favorite.
I was like, just do it. I'll take the damage. But the guy was at disadvantage for like saving throws or whatever. So I was like, just do it. I'll eat it.
I have to be super careful at my Tuesday games with any of my AoE stuff because I do max damage from the Tempest Clerics thing with all thunder and lightning spells.
That's the reason why Evoker Lizard
40 damage is harder to soak.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm looking through my spells. I'll get going here in just a second.
Hey, you've got a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I've got 6 second level. I've got like 10. Like I've got, I think 9 from Wizard and then 6 from Eldritch Knight. Yeah, because I essentially just went, I went Fighter Wizard and then I went Wizard Wizard. I went Fighter Wizard and then I went
Thank
Wizard
you.
Fighter because I went War Magic.
Yeah.
Because I'm just a battle mage essentially. All right, sorry. I will choose to. So, are any of these? They all look about the same, or is there one that looks more
It's
bigger?
essentially it's the ones that kind of look pale, the tokens. If you can see a difference, those are the
Yeah.
smaller ones. They're small size. The one that doesn't.
Is there an? Can I tell if there's an alpha? Is more or less my question.
It would definitely be the one that's medium
the
size.
bigger one. Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to Scorching Ray that son of a bitch. Because
you going to focus all shots into that one?
Well, we'll see. Yeah. I'm going to use my plasma cannon on this one and the auto cannon on this guy. Make sure I got my spells. They should all work properly. In theory. All right, so I get 3 rays because it's second level.
Yes.
So 3 attacks. All right, so there's the first one, which is 10. Which is, the second one, which is 20 for 8, and the third one, which is 15 for 7.
So I think the 20 hits. The 15 does not.
Okay, so we can roughly tell what the AC. The so your thunder wave, not thunder wave, sorry, thunder clap. Is that like a 15-degree cone?
Don't worry about it. I'm not going to use it.
Well, I mean, because I could step to the left, right, and then you could smack them.
Yeah, but it's also very loud.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
true.
you just cover your ears.
Maybe. Wow. That's the downside of loud noise. You don't want to.
I was going to say, I forget that all my fantasy characters don't have tinnitus like I do in real life. It's like, you can't make it worse. But that's a good point.
I'm more worried about things hearing us in the cave.
That's true. True enough. All right, so I'll just stay where I am now. Okay, so I did that, and then I am going to stay where I am, I guess. There's not really much else I could do. So yeah, that'll be done.
Okay. Next will be Alexander.
Okay, let me do my shenanigans. I move and pull my bow out. I'm going to Hunter's Mark bonus action. Target the big one. I get advantage because it hasn't acted in the turn yet to shoot it. I also get a +10 to movement, which is like,
Oh yeah, so
it's one of those weird things. It's like,
I counted in total. No, this is the spells from Eldritch Knight, Wizard, and the ones I get from being a tiefling. I have 17 spells.
Right now?
Yeah.
That's freaking amazing.
They're not all prepared, but I can choose from 17 in total.
Okay. Shoot with the bow. Now that I actually got it on the right thingy. That'll be a hit.
That'll hit.
I do an extra D6, a D8 on my first hit of the round because a Gloom Stopper and a D6 from the other Hunter's Mark.
I think you're thinking of Monster Slayer or Hunter.
No, so he's playing Gloomstalker on their first attack of a combat. They get the D8. That's what my Ranger used to be in New Game Plus. Yeah. It's kind of like the assassin thing, but you just get the extra D8 damage on your first.
Yeah, basically, I'm the assassin, the roguish version of a ranger version of a rogue, while scout is the ranger version of a scout rogue.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
11 plus another 5 is 16.
Tell you what you do: you go Gloomstalker, and then you go assassin, and then you just murk something in the first round of kills.
Yeah, I'm not that extreme.
We had a New Game Plus episode. We had a boss that I did like at level 5. I think I did with no magic. I did something like 50 something points of damage to the dude. Because I crit everything.
And I moved back a little bit.
Oh, we're gonna leave your friends behind.
I mean, you could just stay where you are. I mean, they can't get past us.
I'm just keeping an eye down here just in case.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to keep
Fair
the keep moving kind of aesthetics of being a gloom stalker.
Yeah.
That'll be my turn.
I think you'd want to blend in more.
Yeah.
I cast Fairy Fire. Then take a step back.
Okay, now I gotta make a lot of rolls. Alright, start with the smallest first. 'Cause why not? The one closest to Alexander first. He'll fail. The one to the left of it. He passes. The one to the above the one closest to Alexander. He passes, and then the one farthest top fails.
I was gonna say, just put a little. Use the icon thing to mark them, the ones that fail.
That one.
Yeah.
And that one so far. And then the big guy. Big guy. He passes.
This is fine. It's super effective.
Anything else?
I Bardic Inspire him.
Hey, you are bardically inspired.
Listen, that's
Expire.
That's D. What size is that? At level 3. D4 or D6?
I think it's just a D4.
D6.
Oh my bad.
Oh, is it D6? Okay.
Yeah. Starts with D6.
Yeah, I know it goes all the way up to like what, a D10, like 10th or 11th level, I can't remember.
D12.
Yeah, it just keeps. I can't remember. I actually never played a bard in anything.
Fun.
It's just not my type.
All right. Guthrik's next. That they can't. I think really only two of them can actually hit you. I'll double check. Yep.
Yeah, we're kind of blocked off. I mean, and they could. I mean, you could sneak them through right there, but they take an AO trying to get through there.
Yeah.
I'll hold the line.
They can technically walk through, but yeah.
I'll let them know what my profession is.
So the one in front of you will attack you first.
Okay. Get a beat a 19.
I will get that 19 so good. And actually probably not. Nope, +5. Nope, that is not a 19. And the second one right next to that one will attack. Also, okay.
Jeez. It's okay to be a freshman.
She's just sitting there holding the shield up and stuff's just hitting it. I'm just like,
I think
like this casually, just like,
They're blinded by the light.
They are blinded by the light. I mean, they're underground creatures, and they probably can't see shit. I have light sensitivity in real life. I know that pain.
Yeah.
That's why people are like, oh, Tommy, you should get more lights for your office. I'm like, no.
Those are trying to essentially stab at you with their, I'm going to call them talons because it's almost what they are.
Yeah.
You're just kind of curled up and like just cover your shins. They're trying to stab at your shins a little bit. They're just bouncing off the shield.
I've got metal like sabatons too.
Yeah.
So the front's all metal. So it's the good way. You don't have to do metal all around, just where they're gonna hit you.
Yeah. All right, you're back up. Volcar.
Nice. Volcar is ready. I am going to try and smack the dude right in front of me to my direct 12 o'clock with my battle axe. So let's give that a go. Be a 19.
That'll hit.
Only for 4. Yeah, I just push back with the shield real quick, pull aside, get a good chop, and then immediately back. Very basic attack. That'll be what I do.
All right. Alexander.
Okay. I pop back from the shadows and hit the same one again, but I don't. Well, yeah, I don't have advantage on that one. I switch my dice back to 1. And here we go. And a D6.
That'll hit.
13 damage.
It is looking a bit worse for wear. It is
As
still
I
up.
go back into the shadows to keep the rear, make sure no one's coming.
Yeah. Fee.
I'll cast Guiding Bolt on the big one.
You cast that guiding bolt.
Sorry, I'm looking for it. I know I had the macro made for it. Apparently I didn't. I thought I used it last time.
I'm pretty sure you did.
It's just not there anymore.
Interesting.
Are you in your second one?
I was looking at both of them to see if I put it in the other one.
Hmm.
Okay, I guess I'll just roll it.
That will hit, and it's 46, right?
Yep, and someone has advantage on the next attack.
They would if it was still alive.
Oh.
It had 2 measly hit points left.
Fair enough.
A kill. So you tell me it got disintegrated by the light.
Yeah. Volcar, you see this glitter bomb happening right behind you as it sails past. And as you see it impact the biggest one, it just goes completely through and leaves a glittery hole left.
It was just so fabulous. It was so fabulous. He just couldn't even. Just does.
And that one is dead. Anything else, Fee?
I'm seeing if I have any bonus action spells.
You can also give healing word. You can also give inspiration to Alexander.
D&D Beyond says I only have 1 inspiration at level 3.
You should have amount as much as you have charisma.
Oh.
You should have 3.
Okay. Then I'll give 1 to him.
So you tell me I'm expired.
All right. The first thing that happens is that you see the first 2 in the back kind of burrow into the ground.
Yep.
As the 2 in front of Alexander try to attack him again. 22.
Let's see.
You're talking about Verb?
He's talking about me.
Okay, I was making sure.
I knew what he was talking
Volcar,
about.
yeah.
Because you said.
Let's see.
Second one will miss.
Yeah, it's the first one will hit me.
You want to take it?
Yeah, I'll take it. Not gonna burn that HP right now.
Yeah. It'll be the one in front of you that hits you for future reference.
Yeah, I got you.
In case you want to hellish rebuke. Okay, well it'd be only plus 3, so 4. You take 4.
Okay, that's fine.
As it kind of finally gets through your chin a little bit. Gives you a little scratch.
Son of a bitch.
And then you actually start hearing some stuff happen in the background, echoing down through the cave.
Can you tell what direction it's coming from?
Further down the direction that you're going towards.
Okay, that's fine. I am going to, because I don't want to be that guy. I'm trying to. I don't know when I use my weapon as my focus. It's my thing. I don't know if I do that already. Well, regardless, as a bonus action, I'm going to switch to my glaive. So I'm assuming everybody here's played an Elder Scrolls game, and you know how the conjured weapons work. It's more or less my battle light or my war axe disappears, and in both hands it's like a purplish greenish like smoke effect, and then there's this pole arm that I now have. And I can do that as a bonus action, and then I'm
Right.
gonna smack the dude in front of me with my glaive.
So you're dropping your shield.
Yeah, I'll drop it for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and proceed to smack a dude.
Go ahead. Initiating smack a bitch. Attempt not great.
You can.
I'm not gonna waste an inspiration on that.
Okay. Yeah. It does actually miss.
Yeah. Drop my shield on my toe or some stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. It's just very distracting.
It's inconvenient. I understand.
Yeah, I go to take my step forward to do my striking. It's like, oh fuck, the shield.
Alex.
Okay. I'll take a bonus action and move my hunter's mark to this target.
Okay.
Switch to 2 dice. And hope for the best.
It'll hit because it has advantage. And it does kill it.
Yeah.
Is
and dip
another
back
one.
in shadows. Do. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Fee.
I cast spiritual weapon right here. As like a shooting star just appears in that square and attempts to go through that last book.
Well. Yeah. It as you kind of point and practically shoot the shooting star, it just kind of goes past over Valkar's shoulder, just smacks right through the little Kuthrik in front of him or beside him, and kills him immediately.
Volkar's like a well-trained warhorse. Stuff flies over his shoulder, and as long as it's going out, not coming in, it doesn't bother him.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll pick my shield back up, and then I'll switch my weapon back to my battle axe.
A few seconds after that happens, suddenly two small holes appear in front of Alexander and E.
Ooh.
As the two Kuthriks that burrowed in before pop up right in front of them. I'll do the first one to Alexander. That'll hit.
Yeah.
5 points of damage to you.
Okay.
Second one, Fee. That'll definitely hit. And do 7 points of damage to her.
I need to make a con save to see if that's the fairy fire on him.
Well, I thought once fairy fire goes off, it's just on him.
It's a con
concentration.
spell.
Is it con? Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and make a. Just need to get a 10.
Got a 5.
That is not a 10.
Indeed, just
Fairy fire goes off. It turns off.
Aw.
Whap, whap.
The dance party had ended.
Alex, back to you. You
Volcar
suddenly see a
first.
Kruthic pop up right behind you.
Can I see the one that's popped up by Alexander?
Yes.
From right where I am.
Yes.
I'm gonna lightning lure.
Lightning lure?
Yeah.
Please explain.
So lightning lure, it's a lash of electrical power that it's more or less scorpions get over here, but it has to make a strength saving throw, DC 14, or get yoinked 10 feet towards me. Where the fuck is it at?
That might be explained.
I'll link it. I'm saying it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Here it is.
Yes.
Did it work?
It's a neat tanking spell.
You can use any.
And then if
I
he
need to make a
fails,
strength skill.
yeah,
Or strength check. It passes.
yeah, you pass. Okay, then nothing happens. Yeah, nothing happens.
All right.
All right. Oh, that was my. I tried. All right.
That's fine. You see me drop my bow and pull out the rapier.
Okay.
And bonus action, switch target to this creature in front of me.
Okay.
Do. I'll make sure that's not on. Yeah, just got one dice. Yeah, that'll be a miss.
That is indeed a miss.
And that would be my time.
Okay.
My shooting star moves over here, and I attack it again. And a miss, probably.
That is a miss. Anything else?
I can't do anything else.
You have an action.
The attack is an action.
No, the spiritual weapon uses a bonus action to attack. You can still attack with it.
Yeah.
I still have nothing to do.
Yeah, I have a mace.
I don't have my weapons out. I have to draw them.
You can take the
free
dodge
action.
action.
I'm just leaving it where it's at.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Kruthics. Kruthics. I'm calling Kruthics. I don't know why. First one's when we come swinging at Alexander. Get the good pokes in. 17.
That hits.
Four plus 3. You take 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
Piercing damage.
Yeah.
As it's starting poking your shins a little bit more. Next one, Fee. Misses terribly. Can't quite get through the leather boots. And some other stuff. Ashley, go ahead. Alexander, Volcaire.
Volcar. That's fine. I'm gonna toll the dead this guy in front of me. So it's gonna make a is it DC 13 Wisdom save?
I believe so.
No. I don't know why it didn't show the save. It's weird. Let me see why it's doing that. 1 second.
Wisdom save.
Yeah,
No bonus. It misses.
It doesn't matter. All right, so
Or
it takes
does not
6
make the
necro.
save.
Actually, it'd be well. That rolled a D8. It didn't roll into the. So let me. It's supposed to be D12 because he took damage. I don't know why it's not doing it right.
I don't think that one has taken damage yet.
Oh, it hasn't. Okay, then it's D8s. Then so 6 necrotic damage.
Go ahead and roll your D6, or is it? Did I already do it?
It already put it down.
Okay, it's D8. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Alex.
Okay. I will take a another free action to draw my Wakashaki, like a dual will. First rapier stab.
Okay.
Believe that's a hit.
That is a hit.
Add D6.
That is enough to kill the guy in front of you.
Okay. I guess I'll move up and try to hit this guy with Wakasaki. I'm not sure how to take the damage off of this.
For what are you trying to do?
The Wakasaki, since it's an offhand, doesn't add dex.
You just wouldn't get your proficiency.
Yeah. It uses your
Oh.
bonus action, so you won't be able to switch over the hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't do full damage to it, right?
Well, you don't get your you
you-
wouldn't get your you don't get your proficiency bonus to
No,
it.
you get your proficiency bonus. You don't get the
Dex.
modifier to the damage.
Okay.
Unless you have
that's one of
negative
those two.
damage to the modifier.
Yeah, I guess just -4 from this if it hits. So 1 damage
Yeah.
and a D6. Well, not a D6 in this one. Next round. So I just slightly just jab it.
Yep.
That'll be my turn.
All right, Fee.
I'll cast Inflict Wounds. Nick misses.
That does. Do you want to try to smack it with your spiritual weapon?
Yes.
Okay. That'll hit. Oh, is that your damage?
Yeah, it's 1d8 plus 3.
Okay. Well, it's dead. It is dead.
You know, I'm wondering actually if my spell attacks have been taking my. Okay, they have. Just make sure.
We'll find out.
Well,
I think they are. I think it's put my proficiency in there.
Next. Actually. After that one goes down, you start hearing a few seconds later the ground kind of rumbling right near Alexander again.
oh,
As this time, can't find the thing. There it is. A much bigger one has popped out.
The Big Daddy came to play.
No, proper challenge at last. He's going to smack his axe against his shield.
Yes. I believe that's all it can do as well. It spent its turn dashing over to here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So, let's see. So if I cast this or do that, I'm gonna huck a chromatic orb at this guy
Okay.
because I'm just assuming he's an asshole. And it will be lightning damage. So that would be a spell attack. Where's my taking the sheet? Look, you have to make sure I find the right spell because I have a million of them. I am casting it at 2nd level.
These guys should have advantage against. That's a later thing though.
All right.
You have hacked it. I didn't know.
All right. So this, and then I get. Yeah. Okay. But making sure it's working right. There's no fucking way. Hold up. 6. Wait a minute.
Hold up.
Well, yeah. You know.
You rolled 3 plus. Ooh, man.
Yeah, no, it's fucking
There's
goddamn.
some numbers and some things. Just roll a. Just do the regular roll d20 thing.
Should be what, d20 plus 3.
I'm not sure what it's doing. That'll hit.
Okay,
You also add your proficiency modifier.
I did. Well, actually, no, I didn't either. So it'll be 24. Sorry, I can't think. Yeah, so it'll be 24.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, I can re-roll the damage, or we can use another one. It's whichever.
You can pick.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. I'll just use that damage.
Okay.
27 lightning damage.
You.
He gets zippity zapped.
He gets zippity zapped pretty well.
So essentially, it's a ball. It's like a ball lightning. That's pretty much
Yep.
what it is. And that'll be my turn.
Yeah, you essentially shoot a almost akin to a lightning bolt, but more of a
It's almost like
electric Hadouken. I would say.
Smooth Mage will know the OG Shaman lightning bolt. It was literally just, it's like a little ball of lightning with a little tail coming off of it. It just goes straight forward. It's pretty much what it was.
Yep.
It's how I see it anyway.
Yep.
That'd be my turn.
All right. Alex.
Oh, okay. Bonus action switch to this mofo as my hunter's mark. I guess I go in like resentfully knowing my bow's back there.
Let's say you
picked
did leave your bow behind.
I was to say you could go pick it up.
Yeah, you know what? Drop the Wakashaki and just pull out a jabber and just chuck it at it.
Okay.
Keep it this range.
Use your strength.
Yep. But I do get to add a +2 to it.
So one thing I love about the Dwarven Hammer in New Game Plus is it's a thrown weapon, but it uses your strength modifier. It's so nice.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Yeah.
I didn't add a guess a macro for the crit damage, but that should.
But your Hunter's Mark will crit too.
Yeah.
You're using strength. You should be using strength, not dex, for javelin.
Yeah, that's strength +4. Well, yeah.
What's your strength modifier?
14. So
Okay.
+2 from
That's right.
being a range. So.
Oh yeah, because you took the ranged fighting style.
So you need to roll another d6.
Yeah, well, 3d6. That's Hunter Mark. Crit.
Yeah, the d6 for the javelin, and then another 2d6 for the Hunter's Mark.
I said 4. Let me roll that. Wow, kept the same number.
Yeah.
So 21.
It's,
You are able to throw the javelin into what you think maybe is shoulder, which kind of causes it to slow down ever so slightly.
When you hurt the monster, but you can't tell what you did to it.
I think that was a critical hit.
That might have been a shoulder. I don't know.
I mean, it technically has maybe 4 other ones, so
I was gonna say, yeah, it's got like 4 shoulders, whatever. Oh, I hit it in the ass. Which one?
B?
I'll cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
I'll move my spiritual weapon and try to hit it too.
Okay. Yeah, it seems more of the essentially attacks just more bouncing off its carapace rather than going past it. Definitely, you could say almost as hard as the rocks that it burrowed through. The ground they had burrowed through.
Could be worse. Could be Gene Stealers.
it will go next. And essentially just shimmy back over to Volcar. And we'll attempt to probably more efficiently stab him with its talons.
This thing's coming over. I'm just sitting here like, all right, here we go, you ugly son of a bitch.
It misses the first one. The 10, but it gets a 21 with the second one.
I don't even know if I could arcane deflection that.
You could definitely shield it.
I could shield it.
Actually, wait. You dropped your shield. No, you could shield it still because it give you 22.
Yeah, shield is magic. Yeah.
You have defense style.
Yes, I do, because this is the best style.
Alternatively,
if you do not take defense as your first fighting style, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a foolish fool.
You don't have defense as a ranger, though, don't you?
I get as
he has defense as a paladin, technically.
Oh, yeah, then you are an idiot.
To be fair, I haven't even picked out my paladin side. I was like, I don't know what to pick.
Well, as the because the AC curve is like, for example, I'm as hard to hit as an elder dragon, like
with a shield. Yeah,
it's just because the curve is so flat in 5e compared to like 3.5 or Pathfinder.
You know what?
Your choices are you could not.
I'm gonna shield it.
Okay, you're not going to take a damage.
Yeah,
and potentially hellish rebuke.
No, I'll shield it. It'll be okay.
Okay, you shield off with your. You activate your magic force field, and it kind of just pokes off of that after the first one just wildly misses. Probably due to the maybe the shoulder that you hit.
I've got that invulnerable save going on. Iron Halo. More 40k references. All right.
Alexander, you're back up.
Oh yeah.
No, Alexander, Volcar. Volcar's back up.
Yeah, here we go.
Don't know why I'm mixing the names.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do I need to do a funny voice for Alexander?
Do different voice. That is one of the reasons why I do voices, because you can tell when I'm in character and out of character.
Yeah, true.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna
do a Swedish accent. Yeah.
We have somebody in our New Game Plus that tries to do a Swedish accent. It's funny. It's very, very hilarious. I am
German Swedish.
I'm just gonna try and hit him. So let's do it. 19. I hope hits for 11 points of damage.
Do you want to use your bardic inspiration?
I mean, that would just. I mean, it'd be bumping 19 up by what, D6?
D6.
The very fact that you're asking if I want to use it concerns me. But no, I'm not going to use it.
Okay, and in fact misses.
Okay, shit. Note to self. Should have used. Okay. That'll be my turn.
I was trying to give you a chance.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that'd be it.
All right. Alex, you're now up.
I see him like make a clear strike and miss as the bounce off. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast the Bless on the party. Paladin style.
That is a good move.
And I'm going to go over here and get my bow. As I drop the rapier.
Are you going to shimmy back or just going to leave it there?
No, I'm not going to drop it like right here. Like when I wear the bow. I think. No, wait a minute. It's right here where the bow is here.
Can't you draw and sheath weapons as part of your movement?
Technically,
you have one interaction that's free.
Okay.
Like the designer said that it's fine that they switch out weapons as part of the draw, but it's ultimately up to the GM. Because he has one of those ask the sage thing, and people asked about it.
Typically, because technically with a shield, you're supposed to use an action to take off the shield, but realistically, with shield, it's just typically strapped on. You just quickly unbutton it and throw off.
But that ruling was for weapons, and the guy who designed the game says fine. So
yeah, so it's
It's one
This
of
is
those
just all.
things.
If you're doing it to switch it out the weapon, it's fine.
Okay.
If you're trying to do some other crazy stuff, I'll tell you that it might require it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just switching out weapons to bow after I cast the bless. So I'd probably just step back to here if I can get a better angle of the shot. And that'll be my turn. Because I already did my bonus action to do last turn.
Fee.
I'll try to cast Guiding Bolt again.
Okay.
Does that hit or not?
It does not.
Okay. I don't know what Bless does.
It gives you a D4, so actually roll that. So it would hit regardless. Roll you
Do you want me to roll the D4 or not?
No, it will hit. You literally just need one more to hit.
Okay, so then it's got this is 20.
It's got advantage on the next attack.
Yep.
And I'll try to attack it with my spiritual weapon.
It gets glitterified. That'll hit.
And that's all.
7 points. This thing is definitely starting to look like it's getting worn out as part of his carapace are getting chipped off. And then just replaced with glitter, essentially.
Nice.
Magical glitter.
Magical glitter.
The Kruthic, aka the D&D Tyrannid, I'd like to call it, is going to kind of burrow its way through here. And
So is it just like tunneling? Like, is it just leaving a big ass hole in the wall, or is it actually going like? Is it
it's leaving a big ass hole in the wall, typically.
Okay.
And going to pop over here.
So
You can get a attack of opportunity if you'd like.
I have a bow out.
I'm talking with Volcar here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I mean, you can still punch it with an attack of opportunity.
You could.
I did it to a dragon.
24 for 12.
Pondo, you have inspired me to punch this thing. Thank you, GM.
You're welcome.
Oh, great! Now he's punching things. There's two of them.
And I'm like, punch! My hand. This wasn't a great idea.
Yeah, remember when you thought that it was his carapace was hard as rock? It feels like it too.
Yeah.
As you feel like you just punched a rock.
Or should I say,
Cut
hand.
to the montage of Alexander doing the Kill Bill thing. You know, just for hours.
I love that.
You know, the 2-inch punch or whatever. All right, I hit it for 12 damage. Okay.
It got hurt a lot there.
That's right. I have reach. Duh. Forgot. Sorry.
I messed that up. But it's actually going to, instead of attack, it's going to spit some green liquid at Alexander specifically. I think anybody else in there because I messed up.
We got Tyranids, we know Xenomorphs. This thing is fucking hybrid, man.
Yeah.
I made a macro now. For
give me a deck save, Alexander.
Ooh.
You could just set up a weapon for unarmed, by the way. You don't have to make a macro for it.
Yeah.
No, I that's what I did. I just put punch and just put the macro. I figure out how to take away the damage too. Like there's a check like right between. I didn't notice.
Yep.
Okay. Very sure. I do not have advantage on that. Good. And
as far as I know, you don't.
No, I'm talking about in the like macro thing.
So what are you trying to do?
I'm doing the deck save.
Okay, so you do pass it. Flying colors.
Mostly the color green, though.
It's mostly a green liquidy color. It is.
It's more of a puke green.
Puke green.
That do what I want? It does. Okay. So you take 8 points of acid damage.
It was just basically like a xenomorph acid that burns
Yeah.
the
Essentially,
stone.
yes.
So it's like a weird hybrid of stuff. It's always funny though. You're not the first one, Pondo, but other people that have introduced to 40k that run stuff, like over time, you can just see the 40k influence creep in more and more through stuff because there's so much. Like it's just such a great universe to pull shit from
Well,
because it has everything that you could possibly, from feudal stuff to,
I don't know what
gothic science fiction. So.
I don't know what actually came first. I do know Games Workshop used to make a whole bunch of miniatures for D&D back in the day.
They did.
Yeah, well, the Warhammer first edition, or I mean, Rogue Trader, I guess, was 83, maybe 82.
See, James is actually in the chat, and I wonder if he actually knew. He was in the chat anyway. I wonder if he actually knew the answer to that question.
Oh God, that's right. James is awake.
It's like 4 o'clock his time, something like that.
Well, it's like
That's
noon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alice gets essentially covered in acid
Still.
speed. And as well as that, there is also there is also 4 more little guys that pop up into the corner over there.
Interesting.
I feel like we're getting slowly Zerg rushed. But I like it because it makes it interesting.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Fight.
Almost forgot I gotta make a con
You do
save,
need to
or-
give me a con save. You just need to get a 10.
Oh boy, nope.
Okay, you lose your hunter's mark.
No, I don't lose 100 mark. I lose the bless.
Oh, the blast. Oh, you did lose the hunter's mark as well.
That's not concentration.
Yeah, it is.
I looked at the thing and it didn't say. Let me check. I think hex is concentration. Okay, let me see. My-
We'll find out. I'm pretty sure it's concentration.
I think it is. I know when you go unconscious, you lose it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
So you did give up the hunter's mark, but you did get rid of the bless.
Okay.
But you did lose the bless. So
Well, no, like you only have one concentration at a time. So
yep. So you lost the bless, which is somewhat unfortunate, but it's just minorly inconvenient at the moment.
Yeah.
You can always cast it back. That was this action, so it's back to Alexander.
Back to
Okay. I cast bless again.
Well,
Okay,
before
so
he does
you're-
that, I'll take my turn.
Oh, okay.
I
You're
messed
right.
up the turn order again because I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And we're just gonna never let you live it down. I mean,
That's fine.
I want to let's see if I do this, if I cast at it first. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move here and I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
Yeah.
So
The ultimate power move. Okay, is that a Constitution save?
that is a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's
Or they're going to take 2d8 thunder damage and be knocked 10 feet away.
okay. Here's the first one. He saves. Wow. I'm just going to mark these as saved. He saved. Second one failed. Third one saved.
Yeah.
And last one failed.
All right. So
go ahead and roll that damage.
10 thunder damage, and then the 2 that failed get
5.
Well, at least I guess that one's by a wall, but the other one gets knocked 10 feet away.
Yeah. Is it half as much on the save?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so
And they're not pushed if they save.
yeah. So these two get flown out and smushed against the wall as they're pushed back.
Okay.
The other two just take some major ear damage or made something.
Right. So essentially, just like I stomp my foot on the ground, and just a massive wave goes out.
Anything else?
That will be it.
Okay. Alexander, you used your turn to cast Bless again.
You know what? I'm going to smite it.
Hey,
Are you're going to forego the Bless and then smash it?
Yeah, I'm gonna vow embassy bonus action.
Well, can't you? Well, I guess it depends on the smite. Which smite do you have at this?
I have the Oath of Vengeance, basically the advantage one.
Okay, so you don't have the really good one yet.
Yeah.
So because one of the smites you have to declare.
I'm not like smiting damage. I mean like vow of embassy. My bad. Divine channel. I'm thinking of the wrong build.
Are you foregoing this Bless?
I'm not blessing.
Okay, so you're going to
bonus action, get my advantage, and I'm going to attack it. Because this thing need to go down.
Man, I might have to actually purposely play a ranger again if I can do the alternate spell list, so I can actually have a ranger with smite. That would be hilarious.
No, I didn't. I used the wrong terminology. My bad. I mean, I'm going to divine channel and get advantage on it, which is basically a type of smiting.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things. There's like a bunch of channel this, and then there's like 4 or 5 different types of smite, and then
okay, rapier, go. I need your power.
Shank him good.
No.
Oof.
Yeah, as you call in your blessings, as you try to stab this thing with your rapier, it kind of just skitters off the carapace, despite whatever guidance you got from your divine soul.
My divine soul. I tapped into the ether because that's how paladins work. I pinky sweared. I made a pinky swear to get my powers.
You did make a pinky swear, and it's not pulling through yet.
Yeah, it's not pulling through. I gotta work harder.
Yeah, V.
I'll try to. I don't think I can hit it with that fairy fighter without hitting Alex. Maybe if I like put it up here, could it hit him on the edge there?
I would say yes.
Then I cast fairy fire on it.
Okay, that's interesting. Here's to failing. Oh, I passed. You still have the bonus dice. Okay.
Yeah. I'm aware.
The thing very much looks like a banana peel. I'm sorry. It just does.
It's what I could do with the mouse.
That hits.
Just imagining a magical banana peel beating the shit out of something.
That's the Donkey Kong domain.
Took 10 damage.
Donkey Kong domain. That's a good one.
DK domain.
Oh God, the DK are my initials, and I went through so many shitty Donkey Kong jokes when I was a kid. And I fucking hated
it. So the star just comes flying in and essentially just smacks this thing to the side as it gets back. I now need to see if it can do the thing that it did before again. Ooh, it can. Do I?
Spit hot acid on me. Pour some sugar on me.
I think it's going to skitter back slightly, so you can get a attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Ooh, got actually,
yeah.
Go ahead. Just making sure you don't change mine.
No, yeah, you can. You hit.
And I'm gonna actually burn a smite on this one.
Okay.
2d6, 2d8s.
So as it skitters back, you're able to like find a weak spot of it. Probably where a hole's burned through from the glitter fill hole that was left after it was smacked by a guiding bolt. And you kind of poke into there and just shove some more divine energy into the beast as it kind of spot just ruptures from the glitter filled divine mess that it had been shoved with.
Yeah. I like to say my divine energies are, I'm thinking orange runes, like a glowing light orange runes.
Okay. You don't want to be glitter as well?
Well, I'm trying to make everybody kind of have their own thing. Like the Tiefling got his fire, demon magic, kind of got
That's why I went
the
with
glitter
green.
stuff. I'm just like runic, like
Only glitter with fairy fire.
I know you also drop meteor stuff too. You know,
Yeah,
light
you
stuff.
do have kind of like a glitter / star motif kind of thing going on.
I have a star motif. The glitter was just the fairy fire.
Yeah.
I swear you used it for guiding bolt as well.
You used it.
Like
I
every
guess that
time I
makes
think
sense.
every time I use guiding bolt on my character, I go spirit gun.
Spirit.
Oh, I probably should have attacked those things.
Probably should.
Probably should have. I'm just going to skin her back so they can get pack tactics because they should have had that. Should have been rolling for that and I haven't.
Don't worry, I forgot I was supposed to take an extra attack on my first turn, which I forgot. So we're even, Pondo.
Wow, okay. It didn't matter. So the first one misses terribly. Okay, and I'm pressing the Google Chrome script button somehow.
Look, you got to inspect those web elements, man.
Yeah. And the other one misses, so it didn't matter. Volcarius, back to you.
All right, so I'm gonna smack the one to my direct 12 o'clock.
Okay.
And 18.
Yeah, that's enough to hit it and kill it.
All right, and then I'm gonna action surge. Give me another action, and I'm gonna hit the other one.
Okay.
It's a critical hit. Wow, really, game? Way to fuck me over.
I mean, that's more than enough to hit and kill the last one.
It's the principle, Ponta. It's the principle.
It was a super effective kill.
All right, and then I'm going to move and well, I guess I'm gonna read. Did the other one die or did it just piss off?
I died.
Oh, okay. There's probably typing. All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And as was that is the actual end of the
Nice
initiative.
Make sure I go and pick my shit back up.
I guess I still got my shit since I switched weapons, and I'm like,
Over here.
I go check to see if those. I guess tip my head kind of around the corner, see if those goblins are alive. Are they hella dead?
Well, they got sucked into those holes or whatever, right? I mean,
Yep.
we don't really have a way.
As you go around the corner, you kind of see like a little nest area where they were, and you can see some bones scattered about of old human torsos and whatnot. And then, sure enough, you can see a couple of goblin heads left over.
So relative, I know how big the smaller ones were, but the biggest one, how big was it relatively to us? I mean, again, I know it's a large creature, but
I would say
SUV size.
probably about 15 feet long and
okay,
10, 15 feet long and 10 feet about wide.
Okay, I want to take some sort of trophy from this thing, whether it's the head or at least, I mean, I don't know, something, just to be like, this is your problem. That's now been dealt with. I don't know how we would, like, what piece we would do.
I mean, you could just cut off the head.
Yeah. Okay, we can do that. Just take the time to do it.
Can I cut off the daggers parts of the smaller ones and just
Sure.
collect their like pincers and probably some teeth?
Turn
Yeah,
it into a knife handle.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Like Monster Hunter
For
style.
the teeth, roll me survival.
You know what? Fair enough.
Pincers are easy because you just cut off the arm part of it for the talons.
I keep messing up every time the teeth acid keeps burning, and I'm like slightly burning my hands. Like
Yeah.
Anybody who's ever eaten crab, like had to, to shell crab, you always get the pincer, you get the little tendon, you can sit there and pull it and make the.
Yeah.
So I'm just imagining doing because it's funny.
Used to work at a seafood place, so I'm an expert just busting open crab. Just
yeah. Now I want crab.
I don't.
Well,
I miss my old job.
Yeah.
So we'll take the head back as proof of the kill.
Yeah.
I got the pincers to prove how many of the things we killed.
So you take out back home. Oh god. Take out just like one off of each of them, or like two, or all the
Sure.
legs.
I take all the pincers off. Maybe let me keep them. Can I use them as dagger, makeshift daggers? That would be kind of cool. No pluses, just something cool.
It'd essentially be an improvised weapon.
And that little darts that I can just chuck out.
You can, yeah, it'd be an improvised weapon. You
Uh,
can give one to Graf. He can use that shit.
If you break, yeah, like he'll use it though.
I don't know. The whole punching thing doesn't work out.
Yeah, there you go.
Give him enough of them, maybe he'll pretend to be Wolverine and actually do some damage.
Oh yeah, you know what? Make a claw, like a makeshift claw.
I mean, it's essentially you can just like adhere it on or glue it onto a shield, and you just do it that way.
Yeah, shield
you know
spikes.
what? Thank you. I just want something cool aesthetic that I can use it for a type. That'll be there you go.
We're going full orc now, boys.
So, oh boy,
Have,
there
like,
was
giant pincer things.
3, 6, 3 plus 4.
It's like 8 or 9 total, right? Of the small ones.
There's like 9. There's actually I think 7, because we first fought 3 of the smaller ones, and then there's 4 that came more.
Do we get
7 times 6? You're looking at about 42.
I'm just worried about this head business. I don't care about the rest of this.
You can get the head easily. The talons are easy to get as well. It's just getting the teeth are a bit of the more issue.
My question is, I guess we bring back the bodies. Well, the bodies already tore up the goblins, unfortunately. I guess we bring back the 2 heads, and we tried talking them to leave, but
well, they got sucked in the hole. I mean, we never even saw them die. We just heard them. We heard them.
But we have
die.
We have
the head of the.
Okay,
of the,
one got sucked in. The other one jumped in after.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we have the head of the big baddie, not the goblins.
Yeah. Okay, so the goblins' bodies. Trying to look around for them.
You don't find the body. You found the heads. You can't find the bodies.
Oh, okay. We did. Okay. Imagine they got sucked in. You know the scene in Army of Darkness, where the guy gets pushed into the thing and then just this fountain of blood.
Yeah, I put the heads into like 2 bags, and I guess turn them in as, sorry, this is the remains. There's nothing we could do, but we avenged them? ? I know that doesn't make you feel any better, but
it's like, why would I care about goblin heads?
Because they're people, and they should deserve a proper burial.
What were they doing in my mine?
That's a long story, but
I think they were trying to steal your gold.
Oh, they look like I didn't kill them myself.
Well, there's a lost life today, and I'm gonna go try to find their goblin family.
I have no idea where they could be.
No. I'm assuming I didn't drag this head into this guy's office to be like, if you want to come see what your mysterious trespasser was, I brought the head back. It's outside. I didn't want to make a mess on your carpet.
Oh, of course. That's actually quite wonderful. He opens the door and he's like, holy crap.
Yes, it was quite a big one. It had a bunch of little ones too, but those went down easy enough. This one, but we didn't come across anymore. But I think this is your problem.
I'd say so. Is there any more? Did you get them all?
As far as we know, we got. I mean, they all attacked us at once for the most part. We killed. See how many little ones did we kill? Like 9, and then this big one, and then there was this one kind of in the middle. That one dead too. So nothing else attacked us. But at the very least, I mean, the little ones go down very easy. You could just probably step on them and it's fine. But the big one, at least got. Yes. I assume some type of matriarch or
can
matriarch,
I do
whichever.
Retroactively, Pondo?
What are you wanting to do retroactively?
I want to make sure there's no eggs of these things in the nest.
You did not see eggs.
Okay, just making sure.
You can safely assume that the small ones that you just killed were the hatchling.
I'm just making sure there's not like, oh, we left the eggs in there. Part 2 of the mission.
Well, we looked at, we could see the nest around the corner and we didn't see anything. So
yeah.
Okay, I was making sure.
Yeah. What I'm assuming is the big one was probably, say, matriarch. The one in the middle was probably, a what's it called?
Mate,
the mate with the
consort.
consort. That's what I was looking for. And then all the little ones are the offspring. That's what I'm assuming, because
Yeah.
that's the way bugs usually work. Bug-ish things.
Yep.
But that's metagaming, so whatever.
Well, I mean, you
yeah.
rolled like a 25 for it, so
Yeah.
you would
I had
know.
all this into
That
my
is how it
notes.
works.
Like Alexandra guide to the monster hunting. Just
It's like chapter 4 of Ruiner's Watch Guide to shit you fight in caves.
that kind of like make a map of the cave where I found it and like the home, because I'm good at like memorizing.
Yeah. But I think, yeah, and it seems you did a decent job. It does look like you took a little bit of beating there.
It's all in the day's work. It wasn't. I look at myself. I'm like, it wasn't too bad.
Look
I'm
over.
not even. I didn't see you get fucked up, so I don't even know about it.
You kind of look over to me. You see me like I'm at below half, so I'm like at the bleeding part. Like, I got
part of your leather is missing.
You'll be fine. Call it a learning experience. Remind me to show you my collection of scars. I have a lot.
That's
welcome to monster fighting.
Hmm.
I say with like a big because I have 3 scars across my face from fighting a griffin, like griffin-like things. It adds character.
Throw some coin to your monster hunter.
Yeah, right. Look, I played a Slayer in Pathfinder. I know what's up.
Oh, you know what's up.
But
I like Hunter.
I would be getting you all your money, so
it would be much appreciated. There's
very fine work you all did.
Yes, and we saw the nest. There was nothing else there. Should be safe, but I would be careful for a couple days just to make sure. There's no telling if one might have skittered off and hid in a hole somewhere. But the big ones are dead. That's the important part.
Very well. I will throw in a couple extra coin pieces in you to make it even for you. Like nice even numbers, despite it costing more money.
It makes figuring out the budgetary concerns a lot easier in the long run.
Also, I note that you need to be careful on the structural of the cave, since those things been digging around. They have the ability to make extra holes.
It makes good point. You might want to get an engineer in there and just make sure that it's not going to collapse on you.
Especially the big one. He made a big old hole just digging through there.
It's about 10 foot by 10 foot hole that it made.
Yeah. I would be like, what's funny is when that thing popped up, I was like, man, you could do like a control creature and then turn that into a fucking business. Like use it as an excavator.
You know what? I was thinking the exact same thing. Raise them and just teach them how to dig.
Just magic and just control them. Almost like you see those dudes with like remote control, like giant like machinery, like cranes and stuff. Just do that, but with that thing with magic.
Yeah, those things can actually burrow through rock, just at half speed.
I mean, still, I'd say the thing could probably move 40 feet around.
So 20 feet. The bigger one is able to go 20 feet burrow speed. The smaller ones are go 10 feet, which
that's 20 feet burrow speed. That's faster than anything that could mine, short of like adding steampunk technology to the game, to the world. So,
yeah,
I mean, they have possible business opportunity.
I kind of like lean over to my friend over here. We should sell them the appendages. They can dig through stone.
Well, we kind of need the rest of the thing. I mean, a pickaxe can also go through stone, but you kind of need the muscle behind it.
Yeah, true.
Too little, too late. But we will see. Maybe one day.
So he gave you all 42 gold pieces to split up, which splits up to 14 each.
Nice.
So
that's neat. Oh yeah, do I get any luck like asking around town about goblins? See if I can return the remains of these poor goblins to their goblin family. Well, I'm just saying, you said they're humanoid, treat like people. I'm going to treat them like people.
Yeah, you do not get any word about any other goblins in the city.
Okay, then
your best guess that these guys were just roaming about the lands and looking for roundy opportunities to do.
I will ask the foreman. Where is the closest town that has postal service? Do you know, top of your heads?
It would probably be Modermore. It's on the way to Hassel.
Yes, then I guess that is where I'm headed. If you need any more work, I'm sure someone from the watch will be glad to stop by.
I look over to Fee and ask, may I ask for a favor from you?
What?
Can I get your assistance in giving these two a proper burial? They were not that smart, but at least they deserve better.
I mean, I guess they are technically legal citizens, even if they were degenerates.
Yeah.
I'll give him a proper burial, what we would do in the church.
Thank you.
You give them a proper burial.
Yeah.
You knew these two so little, but they had charm.
Yeah.
They had charm. They were spared by really bad intimidation rolls.
Yeah. So yeah, we couldn't get them out of there to spare them the fate, but
I mean, look, goblins are stubborn, man.
They are.
I've played hobgoblins before. They're stubborn as hell.
I can't lie, I do love goblin smashing campaigns sometimes as one shots here and there.
But usually they're pretty
They're pretty fun.
Well, the one I played a hobgoblin grenadier in Pathfinder, and hobgoblins essentially replaced dwarves as like the industrious species.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a turn on the head.
Oh, well, they're lawful evil, while bugbears are the chaotic evil and goblins are using neutral evil.
Yeah.
They do whatever evil they can get away with.
My guy wasn't about all the slavery and shit. He was just about blowing stuff up.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. After we get it settled, I would like to head to wherever the nearest town is, try and get some room and board and rest up, and I gotta mail off stuff as per usual.
I make my notes as standard protocol, and I guess where are we heading to?
I want to go to wherever he said that there was a place with a postal service.
Narmore would be the closest.
Narmore. Okay. Yeah, then if that's the closest town, then I want to start heading that. Or I mean, I don't know how far away that is from where we are.
It's about a day's travel.
Okay. Is there anything closer that we could stay at and then travel tomorrow, like the next day?
You can stay at essentially either the inn or the boarding house that they have.
Okay. No, I'll write a letter to the father of the church that raised me. Basically, it's it's an average letter, but like when you look at the details of the maps you see in it, it's like fine detail of like highest artist level. Like I'm savant at like drawing like maps and stuff, but my writing is like average.
At least you can, right? There's probably a bunch of people who can't.
Yeah, true.
Also, you all can take 1,000 each.
Woo!
So that's what, 1,900 total?
I don't. From third to fourth.
I think it's 2,700 for fourth, I believe. Right? I'd have to look. I don't remember.
You're 300, 900, 1,020, 1,200 more.
Yeah, it's 300, 900, 2,700.
Okay.
And then 60. Yeah.
So I guess you're about a third of the way there.
Yeah.
I'm not in a hurry. I'm still learning my abilities still.
Look, you shut your mouth. I need Warcaster.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm picking up Warcaster at level 8 though. That's when I actually have the higher up concentration spells I definitely don't want to drop, aka haste. I'm gonna be sad when that drops, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, but I want it before I get, because I get Eldritch Knight actually gets good at level 7, so that's when you can when you cast a cantrip, you can follow it up with an attack.
The way it works is you get your typical ability score improvement at 6 level as well for fighter.
Yeah.
This doesn't bother with that.
Yeah, okay.
So you also have that to do what you wish.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we're going to put it on pause for tonight because I have some plans that I need to do.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Because we're going to get to more of a story type of thing rather than a monster hunting type of thing now.
Sounds good.
Well, so we're done with the first 10 episodes of the season.
Yeah, you got through the filler arc. You're not getting to the real arc.
I like to note one thing before we go. My guild actually completed the molten core raid on our first run of it, because most people don't usually do on the first run. Like it took us, we cleared the stuff on Wednesday, get a week to do before the instant resets. Got to the bosses, got to Ragnaros, and was like, hey, let's do this thing. We almost got him the first time. Second time, we accidentally got a false start. But the third time is the one that we actually did it.
Yeah, I mean,
I blew up 3 times. I got unlucky and got hit by his bomb explosion 3 times. First time I got knocked forward, healed myself, get back in position, got knocked back, ran all the way around, got done healing myself, and this exploded again 1 more time. That was the one that got me. Yeah. So 5 times that night, the first 2 tries, but on the last try, I didn't get exploded, so it was actually nice to actually do my job as DPS.
yeah, Rag was always an easy fight.
Well, it's my first time ever doing it.
Yeah. Oh, it was just one of those things where it's like, just don't get knocked back, and then just hope you don't get screwed by RNG, and you'll be golden.
Oh, I got hit by RNG 5 times back to back. So it was just like.
At least it's better than getting lit up by Baron.
Oh yeah, Baron's rough.
I have to run back into the tunnel.
Oh yeah, just because I was the lowest level hunter DPS, I was a volunteer as the
bomb bait, or as we call them, bomb bitch.
No, the one that you hit the guy you run.
Oh,
that hunter thing.
Yeah. Too soon. You have awakened me too soon.
But I got 2 pieces of loot, so my DPS went up. So I can't wait to bring my shaman into it, because all the melee fighters are like fighting over position to get with the other shaman, and I'm like, guys, if you help me level up, I got the other shaman coming, and they're not. So I might have the second shaman just be my pug guy that like.
Well, like we used to tell people back in the day, we didn't bring the shaman to the raid group. We brought the Wind Fury totem to the raid group. The shaman just happened to be attached to it.
Yeah, but I'm going to be a resto shaman, so.
Well, yeah. So.
All right. Is
Is
everybody good for next week?
Let's see.
Yeah,
I should be fine. I don't.
Oh yeah, the bowling thing I told you about was apparently on a Saturday, so I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to some concerts in March. I got to figure out when the date is. I think this will end up being on Fridays, maybe. So I don't think it would be a problem, but I'll figure it out and let you know.
Okay. That sounds good. All right. In that case, we will be back next week.